That was a good monologue.
Yeah, I should have got that one.
Wasn't really a conversation, but you know.
It was one-sided.
Yeah.
It's alright. I was listening.
That's what happens when you have great ideas. People just don't listen to them.
What do they say about a smart man sounds crazy to a dumb man?
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is, man. I'm the dumb man. You're the smart man. You sound crazy to me.
Crazy wise.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, it's another one, man. Good thing I got my co-host to remember what the name of it is. But,
Catching up with Tings.
Yeah, I almost got it that time. Yeah, this is Tings. This is Adrian. Or Lil Winded. I don't know what you want to go by.
Yeah, Lil Winded's fine.
Is that related to, flatulence? Farts? Tootin'?
No. Not at all, actually.
Yeah.
It's because I get winded easily, out of breath.
Yeah, that would make sense too.
Yeah.
Well, not all these episodes are just gonna be these two losers here. I'm gonna have other people on sometimes too.
Mostly these losers.
Yeah, these two losers right here. But no, yeah, you're the co-host, so you're gonna be on often. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, get comfortable. You good?
Yeah.
I'll hit restart.
Nah, I think it's good.
This is the one.
Yeah.
I felt it.
Commit.
When I said it, I felt it.
Yeah.
So
I'm committing.
I have some. I don't know if it's news. I don't know if it's. It might be kind of boring, actually. I don't know.
The only way to know is to dive into it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Great time to bring it up then.
This, you know, it's interesting that, you know, I've been wanting to start this, like, you know, podcast thing for, like, a really long time, but, like, I just like everyone, we're just, like, scared to go after it or whatever, and it takes a while to build it up and stuff, but since I've gotten it going, and I've been trying to get people, you know, to come on, mostly friends and stuff, I've been trying to think of who I could have on that's, like, a more important, or, like, a more interesting, not just goofing off, like, a little bit more of a serious podcast, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like the universe gave me something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, or God or universe. I don't know. Whatever you.
Universe.
Universe. I don't know, dude. I have speech issues.
Yeah.
Like, I'm dyslexic, but I also talk like wrong. Like, my writing's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this dude hit me up and was like, "Hey man, I don't know if you know me. I don't. But I'm your brother. Dead serious. Yeah. I know it's real just because, you know, in the few times that I've talked to my dad, in my older years, I remember him talking about, like, yeah, I got it. You got a brother. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So
from some other lady, I think he said he was like 16. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I don't know what the statute of limitations is with. But yeah, anyways, so he's like we're from the same nutsack. Yeah.
That's powerful.
I don't know what that makes you. Brothers, right? Or just half brothers?
Yeah, that'd be like half brothers.
We only got half the same DNA.
Yeah.
So I haven't it was just a little bit earlier, so I didn't know what to say to him, so I didn't really say too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to talk to him and be like, hey, if we vibe, you know, because obviously I don't want to have anybody on that I don't vibe with other than you. But
it's always a bad time.
yeah. But no, if we vibe, it'd be cool if you would want to come on here, because, like, I don't know, like, at some point I'd like to have my dad on here too. That's gonna be, I don't know if that guy's alive anyways. Be cool to get him on at some point, but
yeah,
I don't know. I've just been trying to think of, like, some people that'd be a little more important other than us losers. But for now, since it is us two losers, for the third time I'll say it.
Yep.
But
third time's the charm, bro.
Yeah, this actually is the third one. We the first one, I don't even know if I'll end up posting the first one. I shouldn't say which number this is because I don't know how confident I am in them.
We're putting the practice in, though.
It's a lot of practice.
Yeah.
You know,
It shows.
they call fishing, not catching, you know.
Yeah.
Don't know where I was going with that, but I think you get what I'm saying.
That you gotta put in the work.
Yeah, we're not going to catch much. We're just going to do it like casting.
Yeah.
Podcasting. Boom. Not
Got
bad.
there.
Not
You got
great.
there.
Not
You
yeah.
got there.
Took a while.
Yeah.
It's like we were on the way and we went back to it.
Yeah.
Not bad. All right.
Circle back.
But nah, since it is just where was I going before that? I don't think I had a direction. Oh no, I was just saying that I would want to have more important people on other than us, but while it is just us, what you got, man?
Not much, honestly.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
You
Been
know,
trying to think about it, but
oh, I remember what I was talking about now. That this is the third one that we've recorded.
yeah.
The first one I don't know about. The second one, file was corrupt. That ain't going nowhere. That was like, the audio was okay, but the video was bad. And in the second one, the one that the audio is bad, the video is bad in, we talked a lot about, like, you growing up in Live Oak, and, like, it was extremely boring. But, no, I'm just playing. I'm playing.
Yeah, I mean, that's how Live Oak is.
No,
we
it
didn't
really
talk
is.
about me moving at all. And
No.
that's like when it gets, like, somewhat interesting, if at all.
Literally, we spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours talking about everything until it got interesting. I was like, let's wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Before it gets interesting, let's just end it here.
Yeah, save that for the next one.
Yeah, so I figured since we kind of got to redo it, and no need to go in far in detail, you know. I don't know. See, this is the thing, is like, I always ask people about how it was when they were growing up and things, and like what they experienced and like what was crazy, thinking that I'm going to hear some crazy story that's relatable to mine.
Yeah.
My crazy stories are like, I remember being so young. I don't know how old I was, but I know I had to climb on the toilet to
Mm.
get onto the sink, the vanity.
Yeah.
So I know I was that small. Decided when I got on the sink and I looked and seen my dad's razor, that I decided the best thing to do with that would be to shave my tongue. I don't know, you know what I mean? So I just have
Yeah.
like these ridiculous the stories, and I'm like, I'm really hoping other people got something.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have a dog that maybe when you pooped in the woods he ate it or something.
I can't say I pooped in the woods all that much when I was growing up, or like
I didn't make him.
outside.
His
Oh,
dog,
okay.
his name is Dookie. His name was Dookie too. I didn't name him Dookie. My nana did. It was my nana's dog, but
She knew.
I didn't know that when I pooped in the woods that's what he was gonna do.
Did he follow you out there, or just like?
Well, I was out riding my dirt bike, you know, and
Yeah.
whenever you're 10 feet from the house, but you're out riding your dirt bike in the woods, it's like, I don't want to go that 10 feet when I can just. Granted, you know, it's not like I was 27 years old when I did it. I was like 22, but no, I was like 8. But still, I didn't know what the dog was going to do with that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you just leave it somewhere, and then nature does what it
It
does.
scarred me.
Yeah.
It really did.
Wait, so did you watch him, or did you just like
Not,
you walked
yeah.
away and then
Like after I got done, let me think about it. After I pooped, I got up, decided I wish I went inside because I don't have toilet paper, and the last time I did this, it itched really bad. And then as I got on my dirt bike, I went to kickstart it. I looked back, and Dookie's kickstarted it. He's gotten into it too.
That's why you gotta bury it a little bit.
That's why cats do that.
Yeah.
Hide from their predators.
Yeah. You gotta think like a predator,
I was fearless.
not a sheep.
Nothing could stop me on my 110 dirt bike those days.
Those days. Yeah.
Now, just the 110 dirt bike itself would probably stop me.
Yeah. I could see that.
Enough about me, Adrian. Enough about me. I know this show is my show and everything, and I'm the host of it and all, but as much as I love to talk about myself, I don't really like talking about I will. I don't mind talking about myself. I'm just hoping that eventually things come out, like, for me to...
Oh, while you were talking, I thought about when I was like, I want to say I was like 6 or 7. My parents were like, "Oh, we're gonna go see snow," so we went up north to like Ohio, and I don't know when it, like, how long it had been since it snowed, but it was all just like ice. Like there was just clumps of ice.
Yeah, I know
in
you mean when
some
snow
of the parking
sits.
lots. Yeah. Like how it was when you went to Colorado, basically. Like there was some like ice on the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was all ice basically, and they were like, "Why don't you go play in it?" And being a little kid, I went to go play in it, and I think I had fun at first, but like towards the end, I slipped and fell and hit my head, and like, yeah, it was just an unpleasant trip.
Is that why you talk
After
like,
that.
You talk like this?
I think so. That was the
Dude,
beginning of the
that was-
end, man.
That was cold-hearted. I'm sorry.
That was the beginning of the end.
Yeah. The beginning of the end for you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. At that early?
Yeah. Hitting your head's probably not very good.
I've done it a lot.
I mean, granted, I think it was on ice, so it was like kind of softer, cause like it was like it wasn't like solid like ice. It was
Yeah.
like the kind of like compresses when you like step on it or whatever. So like, I definitely hit my head, but like it wasn't like as bad as it could have been.
So what are you complaining about?
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just playing. I don't know. I was trying to
It
figure
was-
out where to go with that.
It ruined a childhood trip
Yeah.
that could have been
No,
way
this is
better.
where it just starts to turn into like I'm the protagonist or whatever it's called, or like the bad person. I'm just
Yeah.
like being over a childhood story.
Antagonist.
Yeah. What is the other one?
Protagonist. Well,
Like
so
someone
like,
who's really good at it. He's professional antagonist.
no.
Oh, what's the? I don't get English.
It's, so like protagonist is like in a story, the protagonist is like the person like moving the, like propelling the story forward basically, like the good person or whatever. Antagonist is the like person against them or whatever.
Huh.
Yeah, as far as I know, that's where I know the terms from.
At
English.
least if you didn't enjoy the show, you'd learn something. Hopefully, probably already knew that.
I mean, yeah, if you paid
I
like
didn't know
any,
that.
well, you didn't go to the same classes. I don't think you were in school at that point.
Classes.
You were homeschooled.
Oh, school.
Yeah. Yeah, it was an English class that I learned that.
Yeah.
That shit wasn't from History Channel.
English is weird.
It is a weird one.
It's funny you can hear two people arguing both in English but completely different. Like, okay, well, what I meant to say is like people from the UK and people from America talking to each other. It's both English,
Yeah.
but it's like what the fuck.
Yeah. I mean, just even different parts of America, even really.
Yeah. Even some parts around here.
Yeah.
Depends on the substances.
Yeah, I feel like we don't really, like, a lot of people that we grew up with sound really country, but we don't really sound that country for some reason.
When I go to other places that are less country, they tell me I sound country.
Yeah, I've even been told that when I was in Colorado.
Like,
People
what
were-
the hell you
But,
talking about, boy?
People also told me that they thought that I was from, like, the Midwest. I was like, no.
You are.
No, I'm not.
You look like it.
I mean, I guess I did spend a little time there, like Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, kind of, but not like enough to. And it was like when I was older.
Hmm.
It didn't impact me that much. I don't say pop for soda.
It's kind of cool.
It's slightly confusing, but I guess
Hey, yo, get
It's
me a
shorter.
pop. I don't know why he's got to
Less
say hey, yo
syllables.
either. That's not got to be part of
it's
it.
just a noise.
Yeah. It's onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
The word onomatopoeia is for words that sound like a sound.
Yeah.
Itself sounds like a sound.
For what?
Onomatopoeia.
Uh,
I don't know. I'm just trying to sing it now. I don't know what that makes a difference, but onomatopoeia just sounds like an onomatopoeia.
I don't see it, but
I'm working on it.
I see where your head's at.
Yeah, my head's been in the gutter lately. I'm trying to get it out.
How deep in the gutter?
Deep.
Like in the trenches, or
I don't
like?
want to talk about it. The trenches are like if it was an iceberg, and the trenches were like a certain level of depth. That depth would still be on the surface at the top of the iceberg. My level of depth of problems is far beyond that.
See, now you're talking like me, so I don't know.
Oh,
why
I
you're
am. Well, I've hit my head too. I've hit my head too. Is that an excuse? Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. You know what? Here we go. No, but for real, hitting your head. Oh gosh, this is the worst, dude. I remember hitting my head on purpose. Midnight Club 3, Dub Edition.
Mm-hmm.
Remix. You remember?
Yeah.
Remember the days, huh?
Them days.
Muscle car class. I'm racing in Detroit. Living my life 1/4 mile at a time. I'm in first
As you
place.
should, man.
All the first lap.
Mm-hmm.
All the second lap. And right at the end, like on lap 3, like all first, at the end, this happened multiple times in this game. This is why I remember this so well. It's not good. I was probably like 10 years old.
The formative years.
Very. I would like wreck at the end, like, you know, first place the whole race, and then like on the last lap, right before the end, I would wreck every time. And I remember, one of the times when I started getting real heated, I decided the best way to let my anger out was headbutt the TV a couple times.
That'll usually do it. I mean,
well,
you
what
gotta
it
relieve
did,
the stress.
it was bother my mother.
Yeah,
That's what it did.
I can see
She
that.
decided I've had enough video games, I think. Looking back on it, I agree.
Yeah, I mean that's probably a good time for it.
You know what another game it'll do that to you? Mortal Kombat. I feel like Mortal Kombat would get you heated, son.
Yeah, if you're into it. I never really was into that game that much.
Speaking of the gaming stuff, I don't know if we're gonna do it, you know? Maybe the streaming shit. I don't know, I don't really play games that much. I like car stuff and skateboard stuff, but like, I'm not like good at the games, I just like to play them. But we might do the streaming thing at some point. If we did the streaming thing, I would want to do like retro games probably.
Yeah.
I just bought, not for this reason, but just because it was on eBay for really cheap, the first Forza Motorsport. The first one for Xbox, the first Forza.
So you're gonna buy an Xbox?
I don't know, they're kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Like $100 or something for like an original Xbox. So I don't know what I just bought it for no reason apparently.
It'd be a cool decoration if it has the original out.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called, cover.
Yeah. It's not like the cool like clear one or nothing, just
Mhm.
a plain one. But that got me thinking on other cool old games.
Yeah.
One of them I remember, Sly Cooper and the Carnivorous Raccoon. You ever play that?
It sounds familiar, but I can't picture it.
Ah, man. I didn't know how to save games on PlayStation, so anytime I played a game, I'd have to start from the beginning. So I only remember the first mission or two of every game I ever played on PlayStation.
I know that pain, and the way I combated it was I just left it on all the time.
I did that one time with Grand Theft Auto because I got far enough in Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I have a lot of weird memories. We're on the game one, so I just thought of this one. The first time I played Grand Theft Auto 3, I remember like my dad going to bed, or him saying he's going to bed. You don't go to bed on crack. I was playing GTA 3.
Yeah.
And I remember like just gaming so hard that what I thought was 5 minutes later, he walked by and was like, "What are you doing still up?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "It's morning time." And I'm over here using a tank, shooting it backwards, trying to fly.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, I didn't know time flew like that. Tank flew, time flew. No,
Yeah.
that was.
That reminds me though, I spent the night at one of my friend's house one time, and I stayed up all night, like because it was back when Livewire, or I think it was Livewire, no, LimeWire, to like download music and shit was a thing.
Yeah.
So I spent all night just downloading music basically. So
Just a
at
couple
one
of those
point,
nights.
I started hallucinating. It was pretty interesting.
As a young teenager or whatever age we are when we're doing that, like, you know, I know you've done it too, like where you just try to stay up for like multiple days for like just cause I don't even know what you know, just I'm just gonna stay up, like why? I don't experiencing those like hallucinations or those weird feelings where like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. Like it would always be something.
Yeah.
It'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Yeah, I started like hearing like cows when there was no cows, and like people talking.
That's the one that I would always get, is where I would be like, what? And then someone that I'm around would be like, what?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, you didn't just... And they're like, no. I'm like, bedtime.
Yeah. But I think it was mainly just because I wasn't comfortable there.
At the buddy's house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just like specifically like the house, like I don't know. Just wasn't an inviting or comfortable house.
I always felt bad when that happened. Like there's been a couple times where I would stay the night at a friend's house and then I would feel uncomfortable. A couple that I can think of. One I couldn't leave. One of them I couldn't leave the situation. This other one, I literally was like, I made up some reason. I can't even remember what I said. I think I acted like I got a phone call.
Yeah.
I feel so bad because he wasn't a bad dude or whatever. It was just like I didn't want to be there. I wanted to go home. So like I ended up like riding my bike home.
Damn.
Yeah, just staying the night home, saying I had some reason why I had to go home.
Yeah.
He was a mutual friend of ours growing up. He lived down the road from me. But
okay.
yeah, he was a fine dude or whatever. I just was like, I don't want to be here for some reason. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, that just happens sometimes.
At certain places.
Yeah.
Who knows?
The vibes are wrong.
Yeah, I mean his people didn't seem wrong, and the house wasn't. So I don't know. It's just a feeling I had. I was being a wuss.
Happens sometimes. I mean, you gotta go with your gut.
Yeah. My gut is saying this is not going well. Oh, that's funny. It's not that bad. I'm just being critical, man.
Yeah.
I gotta get some other people in here. I wanna see how it is with like other people, man. I just genuinely enjoy talking to people.
Yeah.
So
I feel like you have a gift for it. Better than me, at least.
that's like, don't get me wrong, I do
There's a low
appreciate
bar.
it. Yeah, I was about to say, I do appreciate it, but that's I'm glad you beat me to it. I didn't want you to take it the wrong way, but it's not like you're bad at talking, you're just a more monotone, chill person. There's different levels on the... I think that I obviously talk a lot. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't. I am glad that there's been some people that I've met that said they actually like how interactive with the conversation, or like I'm into it, you know what I mean? But
I can see that.
I can see where I'm also annoying. I get it. Troll on me, bro. I don't care. I know I'm gonna get it. Gay. Pause. No Diddy. Is that what we're supposed to do? Is just talk about things in recent, you know? Is that how GTA 6 leaks? More Drake pictures. Come on.
I don't know what's going on at all. I've been listening to old podcasts, honestly, because like I'm caught up on all like the new ones, so like I have more like old stuff in mind.
You should start listening to like. You ever heard like Joe Rogan's first podcast?
No,
I think the first few minutes are him just like staring at the screen. I swear, dude, I swear. I think it's on Spotify.
We'll see. That I mean, that's where he started, man.
Maybe I should do that.
Yeah.
I should just get up close to the camera.
We're only 25 minutes in. You can do it now. That could be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Just a very close up of
That's
your
another
face.
thing is I don't know what to do about the thummies. I don't know about intros. I don't know about all that, man. I just like to talk.
I know how to do that stuff.
What,
you didn't
do?
know? Yeah.
Well, you did help me set up all this stuff. I should have known. You're a tech genius. Tech guru.
Not really. I just know a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done some like editing with videos and stuff, but I don't know how to like say if I wanted to use the same intro every time or something like that, or like I don't know how to. Well,
that's simple.
Yeah, I guess you just have it pre-made and cut it in every time, huh?
Yeah. Just save it as a video.
As I'm talking about it, I realize I'm definitely not about to just be talk about how to edit podcasting while podcasting.
Yeah.
That's probably not good podcasting, right?
Probably not. But that's what I did for my video. Like I made an intro for it, and I just saved that video, and then I would just clip it in every time.
Yeah. I need to do that. I gotta come up with watermarks because I know everybody's gonna be stealing my shit. Because it's so freaking fire, bro. There's nothing to steal.
You gotta come up with a like a catchphrase to trademark.
Make good choices.
That's a good one. I don't know if you can trademark that, but it's a good.
Probably
one.
not. My mom used to always say it before I left the house. Same thing to Lauren. Like sees through. Might have her on someday. I don't know.
That'd be a good one.
I talked to her about it, and she said, "Yeah, maybe."
That doesn't sound very I mean, the other people were like hyped about it and still don't want to come on yet.
Yeah.
So I mean that
I
is
just
probably
understand.
a very soft no.
Yeah. Everybody and their mom these days has a podcast. I get it.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mom and their grandma too. You know. So I get it. It's just I don't want to sound like that guy that was like, "Oh, I liked it before." It's not that. They were around. It's just I always remember when we were at mom's and I had 2 couches set up, no bed.
Yeah.
I always had 2 couches for everybody just to come hang out, and I just really like talking and hanging out and stuff like that. So it's like if I could monetize that somehow, that'd be amazing because I am broke. I'm broke. I keep my insurance paid, my car bill paid, my car insurance paid. That's if you knew me, you'd be like, "Oh, good. That's good for him. 27-year-old. He's finally keeping his insurance paid on his car." Do you know how many cars I've went to trade with no tag, drove it all the way from North Florida down to South Florida, traded it for a car with no tag, and drove it back?
Yeah.
You can't get tickets in the mail for the tolls if you don't have a tag.
Yeah, I just got a notification from U-Haul. I haven't rented anything from U-Haul since last year.
When we came down from Colorado.
Yeah. And
You got some tolls.
Yeah.
Couple, what, $20?
It would have been $20, but for some reason I paid half of each one. Like, so it's like multiple different tolls, and I paid half of each one for some reason. I don't even know. Like, it was an automatic like withdrawal. So like it was them that did it. So I don't know why. Now I'm getting a notification that I owe them money.
I do.
Because like when you get a toll through, like with the trailer or whatever, it'll send it to them, and then they'll yeah.
So I found out that there's like SunPass and something else.
Oh, there's something else? I only knew about SunPass.
There's something else because I had to, unless I got scammed, but I asked the lady, she said, no, there's SunPass and us. But I had to pay some tolls on like 2 different things. The SunPass can restrict you if you don't pay it.
Mm-hmm.
It can stop you from like, I think you're getting your registration or something. It can stop you from doing something. And then the other one can stop something else. I can't remember what it is now. It's terrible information. But I just thought it was interesting how these 2 things that are tolls where we can't stop at anymore.
Oh, yeah.
We have to drive through them.
Yeah, there's like no attendant people at all.
And then I'm sure it's just something like, how can they change it now all of a sudden? But I don't know. That's another thing. Definitely not about to be on here just complaining about the tolls. The roads! I remember back in my day.
Yeah.
I want to get some old people on here eventually. Some old heads.
Yeah.
Get some old people on here.
I work with some old people.
You do work with old people, dude.
They're probably a little too old, but some of them are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one dude that reminds me of Jerry Seinfeld.
Terrible.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing.
I mean, he's funny though.
Yeah. No, that is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is it hard for you to work around a bunch of older people?
Yeah, I don't really like old people that much, so.
That's rude.
I
You'd be
mean,
nice.
I don't like young people either, like kids.
Well, then you could have just said you don't like people in general.
For the most part, that's true.
Or you know what? If you don't have anything nice to say.
Yeah, true. Shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, I'm just playing. Say it. Even if you have the worst thing to say, you should say it. Just not the R word.
That's your word.
Unless you're retarded, you can say retarded, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd fit into that category.
I don't know.
A doctor hasn't told me, so I don't know.
Mine's self-proclaimed
True. You
Just-
self-diagnosed.
through the trials and errors of my trip through these years. Failed every spelling test. That's the main one.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard if you're dyslexic, so I mean, I wouldn't put that much weight on that.
Yeah. I did have a bad time where, like, the teacher would come to me and be like, you wrote it right, erased it, and wrote it wrong the second time. I'm like, oh, whoops. And she's like, you wrote your name Dick. And I'm like, oh, you were in the middle of yelling ridiculous. And she's like, Dick's not in ridiculous. So I made a negative that spelling test because I got every word wrong and my name wrong.
They shouldn't be able to do that.
She didn't like me. Well, I'm not going to say that. She was a tough cookie.
Yeah, she just wanted the best for you.
Yeah, probably.
It's hard to get there sometimes.
Yeah. I remember this one teacher, 3rd grade. I feel like it was like my worst year, like out of my kid years, you know? And like I had 3 friends in that grade that all were like being rebellious as well. And the teacher, she was a much older lady, and she was so sweet. She was such a sweet lady. We were fucking terrible. We were just the worst kids, dude, like being so rowdy and like disrespectful and stuff like that. And then halfway through the year, she got cancer. And I always felt like it was our fault.
All the stress.
Yeah, we stressed her and stress cancer.
Stress cancer is a thing.
Yeah, dude. I felt like that's what we did. I felt really bad. Actually.
I mean, if she was really old, then... not that age really has that
True.
much to do with it, but just like... I feel like the odds are more, you know?
I think my dad has butt
Higher.
cancer. I haven't talked to him in a couple years, but I think he said he had prostate cancer. Is that your butt? What's your butt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my dad had.
He had prostate cancer?
Yeah.
I don't know why you're smoking cigarettes in your butt, but...
Yeah,
or are
it's
they
a good
dipping?
question.
Are they putting dip in there?
Yeah, it's probably the dip.
Ah. Or Zens.
Yeah, maybe it's the Zens now,
Zen.
or I saw there's like straight nicotine spray. They might just be using the spray.
You spraying your taint, or you zenning your rear end? Zenning your rear end. You know, or you dipping your dumper?
Dip in your dumper.
Yeah. Are you tooting out your pooter? You know. Don't smoke cigarettes out of your ass. Or don't smoke cigarettes at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't like to smoke cigarettes, but goes good with marijuana.
Cigarettes?
Tobacco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's bad.
I don't know. I was on the Zens for a little bit.
The Zens.
Yeah.
It seems like everybody's into them.
Yeah. I still crave them sometimes. I wanted one the
crave
other day.
them?
Yeah.
You crave them.
Yeah, they
That's an
sound. It
intense word.
sounds good.
For a Zen, that's an intense word.
It's a lot of nicotine. Apparently,
Is that a
like
good
even
thing?
the lower one is still like the equivalent of like 3 cigarettes, basically.
At once?
Yeah.
And you're just
So that's what I
numb on
was
that
saying.
thing.
That like, that's why I thought you would like it too, because it like hits you like you were talking about. Like,
I do like the tangle.
yeah,
Tangle likes the tangle now.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the
pretty
tobacco in a bowl. Like a little bit of tobacco in a bowl. I think the Californians call it a mole. I don't know what it is. I love it. A little bit of tobacco, a little bit of a grabba. You gotta use graba, nothing else.
Allegedly. This is
Yeah.
all alleged.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hypothetically, if you were to smoke
if
a
we were
bowl.
to ever in a parallel universe possibly come across something that was naturally growing on that planet, seemed to help me in a lot of ways, even... Anyways, you get where I'm going with that.
Yeah. I saw the path.
Dude, I was making it, but I just stopped. Just sit and toke. Dude. Oh, this is a rough one, man. I really gotta get someone else in here.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Don't make me think it's you. It's not
spicing the mood up a little bit.
you. Yeah.
Doesn't help that I just came from work, too. I had to work late, too. An hour late.
Yeah, with a plumber.
Yeah. That was only part of it. And then I had to... somebody's outlet was messed up. I had to fix that. And then find a remote for this person that just moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds really fun.
Nope.
Did you
Very
find,
tedious.
Did you find the remote?
Yeah. I had to program it. It was one of the ones I had to like find a code for it. I had to Google it and everything. It was annoying. Yeah.
Was it Morse?
No, it wasn't Morse code.
No.
605.
Was it a red?
Yeah, there was a red button.
Is a red code? Code red?
Yeah, there was a red button and red light, so I would say so.
Was it blinging?
Yeah. Bling bling.
Have you ever...
I feel like it is my fault now.
Nah, dude. I just am trying to like not talk too much like I already have.
Nah, dude. Get into it, bro. I want to hear about you.
Yeah. I had 2 ponies.
Really?
As a kid, yeah. You didn't know I had 2 ponies?
I mean, I remember you talking about
Yeah.
riding horses, but I didn't really realize you had 2.
Yeah, dude, I had 2. Not at the same time.
Yeah.
When
It's
I
like
was...
through the years.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When my first one was named Molasses, and that was like a pony. Like, you know how there's like really small ponies and then a little bit bigger ponies?
Yeah.
You know, kind of like a 50cc and a 110,
Mm-hmm.
if you will. Molasses was cool. I got a couple pictures with Molasses. I used to have a pair of snakeskin boots that I wore like way too much. I would wear them all the time. I loved them. And then this was all like around like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to Molasses. Must have broke a leg or something. And all of a sudden we had a nice little mound in the backyard. But nah. After that we had Baby Cakes.
Yeah.
Baby Cakes was cool. Baby Cakes was we always said Baby Cakes was pregnant.
Because it's fat.
She was so big. When we would take her like trail riding, her stomach would just like scrape across logs. Like if she had to step over a log, it just. Maybe that's why I like lowered cars.
Maybe.
Because my pony used to scrape logs.
Yeah, slam pony.
Yeah. Yeah, she was cool, dude.
That's what you need.
I miss those days. My nana used to pay me 100 smackers.
It's a lot.
To sweep out. You didn't even hear the job. What if I told you she paid me 100
Well,
smackers to build her a house?
I mean, I don't know. I don't doubt she would expect that from like a 4-year-old, like you were saying. Or was this when you were older?
Yeah, a little bit, not by much though.
Oh.
But yeah, anyways,
That's
I just
dope.
wanted to.
Couldn't be that skilled.
I just wanted to mess with you, I guess. I don't know. That pill in your drink should be kicking in soon, but so.
I opened it fresh when I got here. There's no way you put anything in it.
I don't know, that's not even funny, dude. I don't even know why I said that. Freestyling will get you in trouble, you know? You've seen 8 Mile.
Long time ago.
Damn, dude, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I just had 2 ponies. I don't know, dude. You asked.
But
Fuck,
that's true. Well, I didn't really ask specifically about that. But that did remind me when I think I was 4, on my 4th birthday, I'm pretty sure, I went to the dog pound to adopt a dog.
Mm.
And I picked out the one that I liked. And I guess I didn't meet it first.
How did you pick out the dog?
I have no idea. I can't remember any of the other
How you
dogs.
picked out the dog. That may change my decision.
Probably just the one that was the cutest one at the time. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I was even able to meet them first. Like, I don't know if we like spent any time with them before, because I know for a fact that the dog that I got was an asshole, and it was either constantly afraid or just like straight up trying to attack everybody.
You weren't allowed to see which dog.
No, I think I saw it. I just wasn't able to like meet it and like interact with it first.
Like one of those like TV shows they have now, where it's like you can only.
Yeah, just going by based on likes or looks. Yeah.
Yeah. They tried to.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, did it?
No, that's what I'm saying. It was like a complete asshole. Like, it was either attacking everybody or like scared and wouldn't like get anywhere near you, basically. So I'm good at picking dogs, you know.
Yeah, I like your dog now, Webby.
Yeah.
The Webster.
Yeah, but I actually was able to meet him and like spend a little time with him first.
Yeah.
And like I fostered him for a week before I actually decided to adopt him. Which I knew, like, within the first day I was going to adopt him, basically. Once I got him home and saw how he acted, I was like, yeah, I'm going to keep him.
What about how he acted made you decide?
He just didn't, like, do anything. Like, normally, like, I would expect, like, a dog to, like...
take a dump in my room, and I was like, hell yeah, I like this dog.
Yeah, I mean, he was somewhat house-trained to begin with. Like, he still had, like, some issues, being house-trained, but he wasn't, like, bad about it. Like, he wouldn't, like, mark his territory on everything inside or anything like that.
Yeah.
And, like, it took him not very long to not take a shit inside, but he would only do it on, like, the hardwood or, like, the solid floor. Like, it would never be on carpet or anything.
I mean, I don't want him to poop in the house anyway, but it is nice when they're smart enough to know.
Yeah, make it easy for you. Not, like, if there's one room with carpet, not go in that room and take a shit, basically. But, yeah, he was really good. Didn't chew up any shoes or anything like that, you know. But
have you ever
had any
pets other than dogs?
I've had cats.
You've had cats?
Yeah, a couple. Else? One-eyed cat was cute.
You had a one-eyed cat?
Yeah. You don't remember?
With one eye?
No. She
lost his eye. She lost her eye.
Yeah, I thought she was a boy at first, so I named her Herman because I wasn't sure.
I remember now. I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember having one eye.
Yeah, she had an infection in both of her eyes, and she almost lost both of them. But luckily, she was able to save. Well, we were able to save that.
Did you get her an eye patch?
No.
Why not?
No, she just has the eye, basically.
Basically?
I mean, like, it's just like an opening, and like, yeah.
I don't like your attitude. So, do you have anything other than cats?
Bearded dragon.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting into it.
Snake. Well, a couple snakes. You have? I had a corn snake and a king snake. The corn snake was super cool, but he eventually got out of the cage not cage, but the tank that I had him in.
Yeah.
And then the king snake was a dick, and I had him for a really long time, but I just couldn't ever hold him really because he would either shit in my hand or bite me. But it's probably my fault.
I think snakes like to poop on their owners.
I mean, that's probably part of it, but it would just be that he would like take a shit on my hand. The first time I would go to pick him up, I would go wash my hand, try to pick him up again, and he would bite me.
Yeah.
So.
It's funny how we're like not
I had fish too. A lot of fish.
What?
I had a lot of fish as pets.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you meant to eat.
No. I don't eat fish. I don't really like seafood or fish. I feel like if I caught my own, I would like it more, but just in general, I don't really like it.
Well, this isn't a date, so...
I'm just telling you, bro.
Yeah. It's good. What kind of food do you like, actually? Now we'll go on that.
Chicken.
Okay, we'll go out of it.
Baked mac and cheese is fire.
You know, I like sometimes it looks really good to me, but then when I get it, it's not as good as it looks, and that bothers me a lot. That really grinds make your own gears.
So you know what's going into it.
That's my catchphrase. I'm making that one up. Grinds my gears. That's definitely never been made up.
Yeah, that's really original, man. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Mac and cheese grinds my gears when it's not as good as it looks.
Yeah. Or as good as it sounds.
Do you mean the sound of it, or like the sound of the word?
Kind of both, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, shouty
yeah.
sound like... Never mind.
Yeah, that's partially what I was talking about, too, but...
You're
yeah.
a pervert, dude.
No.
I tried to have a nice, clean conversation with you.
I'm talking about food, bro.
Since when?
Since I was talking about chicken.
I thought you said chickens... heads. Like slang for women of the night.
What?
Chicken heads.
Is that what they call them?
I don't know. I think so. I'm not very up to. I'm white. It's something like that. It's like when fellatiation, chicken heads, bobbing, something like that.
I thought that was just like dumb girls.
Wow, you're really. Whew, what are we? 45 minutes in. Cut that.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not saying I've ever called any girl that at all. I'm just saying.
You're not trying to be mean. You're just being honest.
I don't think I've ever called anybody that.
Yeah.
Or used that to refer to a person. I'm just saying the times I've heard it, I thought it was referring to a dumb girl.
It'd be a funny insult. I think it is it definitely is an insult, and it definitely is funny too. But
without knowing what it actually is.
I like
think
other ones.
Yeah.
Like other ones, like Jive Turkey. I like that one.
Yeah.
I used to feel like I couldn't say it because it felt racist, but it's not. It's just how you say it. You can't say it like how you hear it.
Oh yeah, with like emphasis.
You can't say it how you hear it.
An inflection in your voice.
Whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Oh, the way to get you canceled. But the word just sounds like it should be said a certain way that I know very much so in my heart. Mama raised me right. I'm not racist. But when I say it, I do understand how I sound. Like I may not be raised right. But
yeah.
I swear.
It's all in context.
Jive Turkey's a funny word, though. Jive Turkey's a funny word. Pipsqueak's good.
Yeah.
Nincompoop.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I can't think of any.
I like even the more common ones like numbnuts.
Oh yeah, true.
It's a good one. Numbnuts.
It's kind of a weird insult though.
Piss stain.
That one's an obvious insult at least.
That one's more, yeah, that's more, yeah.
Yeah. It's more direct too. More aggressive.
It's abrasive.
Yeah, a little bit.
Interesting.
Great podcasting.
Yeah, what you got, man? Should we just wrap it up by a couple of farts or something? I don't know. What do people want?
Now that we're about 50 minutes deep, I'm gonna go take a shit. Just leave the mic rolling.
You're being very... too... expressive with your words.
What does that mean?
A moment ago. With what you said.
What was too expressive about it?
I said shit.
You've cussed a couple times.
Oh, definitely.
I'm not the first one.
But you said you were gonna do it.
That's true.
It's gross.
My bad. I didn't realize I was in the presence of someone so proper.
Far from that. I just thought it was
I'm gonna go take a poop.
There we go. Thank you.
Leave it rolling.
Take a boom boom.
I'll blow it up.
A dookie.
Yep.
Taking the Browns to
Hopefully no dogs eat it.
What?
Huh?
Yeah.
Might traumatize me.
Give you weird fetishes.
Well, that's not good.
Not me, you. It might give you that, not me.
Well,
You
the whole
put
story.
words in my mouth.
The whole story earlier, and then
Yeah.
the context clues. It all leads back to you.
So this has been an episode of Catching Up with Ting.
I think we're a little too caught up with you now.
Yeah, one of these days we'll actually get some real information out of me. I really don't mind talking about it. Like I said, I just feel weird. Like, what? One of these days, maybe whenever you can't, I just have to make an episode. I'll do it by myself, and I'll just like tell the camera my story.
Just tell them how you're feeling.
Definitely won't do that. Definitely won't do that. I more or less just want to like talk to other people and relate our lives through the stories, differences and relations or whatever. And over time,
I got no way to relate to you.
there's a couple subtle differences.
Very subtle.
Yeah, a couple inches difference.
That's not what I was talking about.
You're taller than me.
I thought we were the same height. How tall are you?
My license definitely is inaccurate.
Well, how tall are you? Don't tell me what's on your license.
I just give you every answer except for the how tall are you. Last time I went to my doctor, they asked me that too.
I weighed 150. Does that tell you how tall I am? Is that enough information?
I have brown eyes.
Yep. Okay. Well, I think based on that information, I'm pretty sure we're the same height and have the same color eyes.
That's pretty good.
Nah, dude. That was the worst part of this whole podcast.
I wasn't talking about that. I just liked how you choreographed
I didn't choreograph nothing.
that.
I can't remember what I said, honestly.
Yeah, that's what for the last 51 minutes is how I feel.
Can't remember what I said or
But
what
I said,
Oh.
yeah.
That might be part of the problem.
Well, it's because we just came into this with the intention of BSing. We didn't really come into it with a sense of direction.
Yeah, that's true. I thought you were gonna do more interviewing like you did before.
Way too. I just don't feel like it.
I feel you.
Yeah, maybe on the next one.
It's too late in the day.
Yeah,
I gotta go to the DMV tomorrow, though.
it's gonna be fun.
We'll see. I don't think so.
I think that's what most people think about the DMV when they hear about going there.
Yeah, I just hope it's not busy. I mean, other than that, it should be fine. I just don't like.
If you don't go
crazy busy,
on,
to wait forever.
You won't have to wait forever if you go on like a Monday or Tuesday, but you are going on the last day of the week that they are opened, which is when most people push to go at the last minute. So go early in the morning.
Yeah, I want to try to go pretty early.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
I gotta do like everything: my registration, license, everything.
Because you came back to Florida.
Yeah.
You went to Colorado.
Yep.
Excuse me. Back in Florida. Good old Florida.
Yep.
You come back because you like Florida, or?
I did kind of miss it.
Yeah.
I kept telling myself that I didn't miss it when I was out there, but then like once I decided I was coming back, I was like, yeah, actually, I do miss a lot of it.
You were
more
excited
stuff I
to
can
come
do
back.
here than out there.
Like shoot guns,
I mean, technically, I could have went somewhere to do that there, but
ride horses,
same.
drive cars,
They have rodeos out there. I don't know
Breathe
if you know
air.
that. It's like a big thing.
sleep.
They did have fresh air out there. The mountains were
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, they did have pretty good air. I like their air.
Yeah.
They have good air. Must be spring
You
air.
can get a canned air there.
I don't like that.
Just that statement, or like the fact that you
Well,
get
yeah, that
canned
people
air.
are buying that.
No, it's not like from there, or I mean, it might be from there, but it's because like people get sick like from like the altitude and stuff, and having like canned air is supposed to help. So you like inhale the air, and I don't know how that's supposed to help, but yeah, it's supposed to help with like the nausea and stuff.
Oh, you don't mean a can of
No,
air that
not
bottled
like
up from
canned-
Colorado.
Yeah, not canned
mean a
Colorado
care of
air.
Oxygen to help you breathe while you're in.
Yeah, but it's like A portable one. They don't have them here because they don't need them.
Interesting.
We need water here, but not.
We're surrounded
air.
by it.
Yeah. Well, I meant like fresh drinking water.
Yeah.
For people.
Yeah. Speaking of water, this has been a nice cold glass of water, huh? It's just been great. Super refreshing.
I'd say lukewarm.
Yeah. Maybe boiling hot. Unpleasant.
I wouldn't say boiling hot, but
Yeah.
unpleasant to be fair.
They might get better. They might not. I don't know. You see what we got here. Eventually I'll get a better camera. I'll get better mics.
Better guests.
Over time. Better personality.
Yeah.
I'll get a better personality. I'll get a better...
I'll learn how to do this.
I'll learn... I swear I'll learn how to talk. I'll learn how to not stutter.
I'll learn how not to talk like a...
Imbecile?
You're supposed to say the R word. Because I can't say it.
Oh. Well, we definitely have to end it now.
Nah, dude, we do an hour.
We're almost there.
Put it in.
It's like we're like trying to almost there. We're just a little bit more, just a couple more chuckles and laughs about fart sounds.
Just to end it out, you should stare at the camera for a few minutes, just real close up.
I won't do it close up, but I will stare at the camera. And I will say that I can't promise that any of these are going to be great, but I can promise that I'll try. That's for sure. I'll try.
That was very heartfelt.
Yeah. Cheered up a little bit.
Yeah.
No, dude, I do mean it. It's cheesy and shit, but, like, I do enjoy talking to people and shit.
Yeah.
And if I could, you know... of course, I learned how to, like, weld and stuff so I can have a trade so I can make money in those ways, but, like, you're really rough on your body, and I've skated my whole life, so I've already really beat up my body, so it's just, like, if I could figure out a way to make money, even if it's just to get by, but not beating on myself, and I could still live a life, I'd be way more happy, you know?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to give it a try.
Worth a shot.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, soon, hopefully have somebody on that came from the same nutsack of my sperm donor. I don't even want to... Nah, he's my dad. He was cool. But he was just a problem.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to have him on.
Some people
both
like
of them.
that.
Both of them. Not at the same time, maybe eventually, but I'd like to have my dad on at some point.
Yeah.
You know. $57. Nah. Oh, man.